Hey everyone, welcome back to Chris's Financial Freedom Channel. Today, we're diving into something crucial for all you young adults out there. In your 20s, you're laying the foundation for your financial future. You're finally out on your own, maybe starting your first real job, and the world is your oyster. But here's the thing. There are some common pitfalls that can set you back significantly on your journey to financial freedom. Stick around till the end because I've got a special video recommendation that will supercharge your financial journey. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk about the first big mistake young adults often make: overspending on lifestyle. You're young, you've got a bit of money coming in, and it's so easy to get caught up in the excitement of newfound independence. Suddenly, you're hit with the urge to keep up with friends, colleagues, and let's be real, those perfectly curated Instagram feeds. But let me tell you, trying to live a lifestyle you can't truly afford is like building a house on sand. It's exciting at first, but eventually it's all going to come crashing down. That $7 latte every day? Sure, it's delicious, but that's almost $200 a month. Think about what you could do with an extra $200 a month invested instead. And then there's the pressure to have the latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, the fanciest dinners. We're bombarded with messages that tell us we need to have it all and we need to have it now. But here's the truth. Real wealth isn't about flashing cash or impressing others. It's about building a solid financial foundation for yourself, a foundation that will give you the freedom to live life on your own terms. Instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, focus on defining your own version of success. What truly matters to you? What are your financial goals? Once you have a clear vision, you can start making conscious spending choices that align with your values. Remember, it's okay to treat yourself occasionally, but don't let lifestyle inflation derail your financial progress. Building wealth takes time, discipline, and a commitment to making smart choices today for a brighter tomorrow. Now you might be thinking, Chris, it's easier said than done. There are so many temptations out there. And you're right. That's why it's crucial to set yourself up for success from the get-go. Create a budget that works for you, one that allows for both responsible spending and a little fun money. Track your expenses, even if it's just for a month, to get a clear picture of where your money is going. You might be surprised by how much those small, seemingly insignificant expenses add up over time. And here's a bonus tip. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Find friends who value financial responsibility and who are also working towards their goals. Having a supportive community can make a world of difference when you're trying to break free from the comparison trap. Let's talk about something that's probably weighing heavily on the minds of many of you: student loan debt. I get it, it's a scary topic. The thought of those looming payments can be paralyzing, but burying your head in the sand won't make them disappear. In fact, ignoring your student loan debt can have serious consequences down the road. Here's the deal. The longer you wait to tackle your debt, the more interest will accrue, and the bigger that mountain will seem. It's like letting a snowball roll down a hill. It starts small, but it quickly gains momentum and size. So what happens if you don't tackle this head-on? Well, your credit score could take a hit, which can affect your ability to rent an apartment, secure a loan for a car, or even get a job. And that's not all. Defaulting on your loans can lead to wage garnishment, meaning a portion of your hard-earned paycheck will automatically go towards repaying your debt. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, but trust me, there is light at the end of the tunnel. The first step is to face your debt head-on. Log into your loan accounts, figure out exactly how much you owe, and what the interest rates are. Once you have a clear understanding of your situation, you can start exploring different repayment options. If you're struggling to make payments, don't panic. There are income-driven repayment plans that can lower your monthly payments based on your income and family size. Another option to consider is refinancing your loans. This can be a great way to snag a lower interest rate, which can save you a significant amount of money over the life of your loan. Just be sure to do your research and compare offers from different lenders before making a decision. Remember, tackling your student loan debt is a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to take time, dedication, and a solid plan, but I promise you, the feeling of freedom and accomplishment you'll experience once you're debt-free will be worth all the effort. Let's be real for a second. Life is unpredictable. Just when you think you've got everything figured out, bam! Life throws you a curveball. Your car decides to take an unscheduled vacation to the mechanic, your apartment floods, or maybe you unexpectedly lose your job. These things happen, and when they do, you need to be financially prepared. That's where your emergency fund comes in, your trusty sidekick in times of need. Think of your emergency fund as your financial safety net. It's the money you set aside for those unexpected expenses that life throws your way. Having this financial cushion can mean the difference between weathering the storm comfortably or going into debt and adding unnecessary stress to an already stressful situation. Now you might be thinking, Chris, I'm barely making ends meet as it is. How am I supposed to save for an emergency fund? And I hear you. It's tough, but it's not impossible. Start small. Even if it's just $10 or $20 a week, every little bit counts. Treat your emergency fund like any other bill. Make it a non-negotiable expense in your budget. You can even automate your savings so that money is automatically transferred to your emergency fund each month. Okay, so how much should you aim to save in your emergency fund? Ideally, you want to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. I know that might seem like a lot, especially when you're just starting out, but remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Start with a smaller goal, maybe $1,000, and gradually increase it over time. And here's a pro tip. Keep your emergency fund in a separate, high-yield savings account. This will help you earn a little extra interest on your money, and it'll also prevent you from dipping into it for non-emergency expenses. Remember, building an emergency fund is an act of self-care. It's about taking control of your finances and ensuring that you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. Okay, let's talk about something super exciting, investing. I know, it might seem intimidating at first, especially when you're in your 20s and you're thinking, investing is for old people, right? Wrong. In fact, the earlier you start investing, the better. Why? Because of this magical little thing called compound interest. It's like a snowball effect for your money. Basically, when you invest your money, it has the potential to earn interest. And here's the best part. Over time, that interest earns interest, and so on. It's like free money, people. Imagine your future self thanking you for this one small step today. The power of compound interest means that even small contributions made consistently over time can grow into a significant nest egg. So, how do you get started with investing? The first step is to educate yourself. There are tons of resources available online, in libraries, and even through financial advisors. Don't be afraid to ask questions and learn as much as you can before diving in. Once you have a basic understanding of investing, you can start exploring different investment options, like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. There are even robo-advisors that can help you create and manage a diversified investment portfolio based on your risk tolerance and financial goals. Now I know what you might be thinking. But Chris, I don't have a lot of money to invest, and that's okay. Remember, every little bit counts. Start small and gradually increase your contributions as your income grows. The key is to develop a consistent investing habit early on. Make it a non-negotiable part of your budget, just like paying your bills. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Let's talk about a 3-digit number that can have a huge impact on your financial life. Your credit score. It's like your financial GPA, a report card that tells lenders how responsible you are with money. A good credit score can open doors to lower interest rates on loans, better credit card offers, and even more favorable insurance premiums. On the flip side, a poor credit score can make it difficult to rent an apartment, secure a loan, or even get a job. So, how can a 3-digit number control your financial destiny? Well, your credit score is based on your credit history, which includes things like your payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit. The good news is that building a good credit score is entirely within your control. Start by paying your bills on time every time. Set up automatic payments or reminders to avoid late fees and negative marks on your credit report. Another important factor is keeping your credit utilization low. This refers to the amount of credit you're using compared to your total credit limit. Ideally, you want to keep your credit utilization below 30%. It's also a good idea to diversify your credit mix. This means having a mix of different types of credit, such as credit cards and installment loans, but don't go overboard and apply for too much credit at once, as this can actually hurt your score. Remember, building a good credit score takes time and effort. It's not a quick fix, but rather a long-term investment in your financial well-being. By making smart financial decisions and managing your credit responsibly, you can set yourself up for a brighter financial future. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on achieving financial freedom. We're on a mission to empower young adults like you to take control of their finances and build a solid foundation for the future. And don't forget to check out my next video on the power of compounding. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. We'll dive deep into how compound interest works and how you can harness its power to grow your wealth exponentially. See you in the next one, and remember, your financial future starts now. Make those smart choices today, and you'll reap the rewards for years to come.